Hello everyone. In last video I discussed about fixed capital and the factors which affect requirement of fixed capital. Now in this video let's move to the next part, which is working capital and the factors affecting working capital requirements. So first, to understand working capital we have to understand what is the operating cycle of a trading firm. So a firm buys raw material from a source. Again it puts that raw material into production process. During that process, various other expenses like payment of wages, payment of salaries to the employees, repairs and maintenance, factory overheads, electricity bills, all these have to be paid by the firm. By investing this working capital, the firm converts the raw material into finished goods. Again, that finished goods is sold to different debtors, which are generally the wholesalers, which buy the goods in bulk and sell it to other wholesalers or retailers in small quantities. But when finished goods is sold, the cash is not realized immediately in each case. Most of the time, debtors have some credit period. They buy the goods from the firm, they again resell it, and when their realization happens, then they transfer the cash to the firm again. So in this between, some time gap is there in which production process goes on continuously, and in that period the firm has again requirement of working capital for buying raw materials and payment of wages. Again, when the debtor pays the cash, then the company realizes its sale, and then that cash is again put to use through working capital. So working capital is that part of capital which is required to maintain the day-to-day operations of a business. Now let's see what are the factors which affect the requirement of working capital. So first thing is nature of business. If the business is of such nature that heavy amount of working capital is required, then the requirement of working capital will be more. Like in heavy industries, heavy metal industry or heavy engineering industry, in uh, power plants, more of working capital will be required because stock has to be maintained in big amount, and the size of business is also big. When the size of business is big, then more of working capital will be required. And in small business concerns, less working capital may do the job. Volume of sale is also important. If the volume of sale is more, then the working capital requirement will be more. Business cycle shows what is the rate of conversion of raw materials to finished goods and again finished goods to cash. So business cycle is also important. That is also called turnover. So turnover means the time needed to convert raw material into finished goods and again finished goods into cash. So in some production processes more time is required. In that case the realization period will be more and the business cycle will be long. So in that kind of industries more of working capital will be required. Again, what is the terms of purchase and credit sale is also important. If a company buys goods on credit and sells it on cash, then less working capital will be required. If the company buys in cash and sells it in credit, then more working capital will be required. Again, growth and expansion policy of a firm is also important. If the firm wants to grow more and it has adopted right now growth and expansive policy, then the working capital requirement will be more. Management's ability is also important. If the management is efficient, then less working capital will be required, and it can lead to cost cutting, thus requiring less amount of working capital. Some external factors also work. What is the rate of credit realization? What is the global economic environment? All these factors also affect the requirement of working capital. Some business require more cash, like those sectors which are using or unorganized labors. They will require more cash as the payment has to be in cash on daily basis, whereas some organized sector can take 1 month's gap in paying wages or salaries. So in that case, less amount of working capital will be required. Seasonal cycle or fluctuation is also important. In some seasons, the company has to buy raw materials in large amount, and that may be used for whole year. Then in those seasons, more of working capital will be required. Goodwill of the business also plays a vital role in deciding the amount of working capital. If the goodwill of the business is good, then the company can avail short term loans or credit from the suppliers in short time or in large amounts. So less amount of working capital will be required. So all these are factors which affect the working capital requirements. Again, let's see the types of working capital. So working capital may be classified into permanent working capital and temporary working capital. So permanent working capital is that part of working capital which is permanent in nature and which has to be maintained by the firm regularly. Whereas temporary working capital is that part of working capital which is needed in a special time or on a special purposes. So permanent capital working capital may be again divided into initial working capital or regular working capital. Initial working capital is that working capital which is invested at the time of start of any business or production facility. Initial working capital is generally more than permanent or regular working capital. Initially, when the production process has not started, the firm has to invest in various new things. Then the initial working capital rises, and when the production process gains the continuity, then less amount of working capital will be required since all the things which were needed initially have been settled. Then temporary working capital can be divided into seasonal and special working capital. Seasonal working capital is required sometimes when the firm has to invest more in working capital in any particular season or at the time of a year. Like sometimes the uh, firm is required to buy raw materials since in that season only the raw materials can be obtained. So these are seasonal working capital, and special working capital is kept for any special purpose like in times of strike or recession or any spurt in demand if demand rises. So in these cases this special working capital is used. Thank you very much. We will again meet with other topic. Till then, study this part. Thanks.